Explore Killington, I'm Sarah.
Hey everyone, I'm Slato.
And we are here in snowy Vermont at the base of K1. Woo! We've got an awesome show in store for you. We're gonna catch up with Tucker Marshall in a piece called It's Your Turn. We're also gonna catch up with Murray McGrath, and he's gonna give us some uphill travel techniques and etiquette, always important. And we're gonna head on over to Superstar for a spring piece with Radio Ron while he does it up one time.
That's a lot, but that's not all. We are also going to check out From the Vault. This time we're going to go back to part one with our friend Karl Acker from Pico Mountain. He's going to give us some insight as to what it was like to grow up over there at Pico. Also, we're going to team up with Outdoor Television as part of our Watch and Win series. Stay tuned. You could have an opportunity to win a $4,000 custom-made Carver mountain bike. And of course, as always, we're going to tag up with Red Bull TV. This week, it's all about the board, so you don't want to miss it. Sarah, what's up first?
Up first, we're going to catch up with Tucker Marshall and a Chief Go production in a piece called It's Your Turn. Take it away.
Sarah, up next on Explore Killington, we're going to visit with our friend Murray McGrath. Murray is from the Inlet Long Trail here in town, and he skis at Pico all the time. He's going to tell us why he loves uphill travel so much. He's going to share with us not only some techniques, but uphill etiquette as well. Murray, take it away.
Hi, I'm Murray McGrath. I'm owner and innkeeper of the Inlet Long Trail, and I've been skiing back in the woods here for, decades and decades. Also a member of Killington Search and Rescue Team. The first thing when you're uphill traveling at the resort is to find out what the route is. To find the uphill route on each mountain, their website definitely has it. And also usually there's a big map at the bottom of the base area. Just take a look at that and find out where it is. And if you are uphill traveling at the resort, it's free if you have a season pass, and if you don't, it's like 35 bucks. I think it's great that people are getting out and exploring, but it's a basic etiquette of backcountry skiing and even uphill resort skiing. Just, you're hiking up to ski down, so don't spread yourselves out. There's no need to travel up 2 and 3 abreast. Once the skin track is in, single file. Still touring out the resort, it's popular to go at night. Definitely bring a bright headlamp. That's key. Also, just pay attention to if there's snowmaking, grooming. Stay away from those trails. If you're skiing a resort and you see a blue light, that means there's a winch in it. Definitely stay away from that one. In ski touring the backcountry, I always carry extra water. I have a puppy that just kind of lives in the pack. I always bring a compass. And then since I'm part of the search and rescue team, we have a couple other items that I bring, like a couple carabiners and 30-foot webbing and a little folding saw, because you never know when you're gonna have to make a splint or something. And a flask. For the top of the last climb, toast yourself. You had a good day. It's super important to keep it in your head. Hike cold, stop warm. So wear the minimum that you can. I just have a shell, a fleece under here, and a mid-weight turtleneck. But you see people going out with their full puffies on, full helmet, and all you're gonna do is sweat, get chilled and cold. When you stop, that's when you put that stuff on. Then when you start going again, take it off. And also, a big no-no is to boot up the skin track. The purpose of not booting up the skin track, I know it's easier to walk, but you're putting holes in the skin track, which means your skins are getting lech persis because there's just half the amount of the skin connecting with the snow. There's no grip. A good thing to do when you're in the backcountry is kind of along the theme of leave no trace, you just leave tracks. You know, if you have to go, find a tree. If you're taking a dog with you, don't let them poop in the skin track. If you do, just throw it out the side. But you know, don't trash the place. As Brian Hughes says, trash, it's disgusting. Don't litter. A couple of big mistakes that people make when they're in the backcountry and get themselves twisted around or lost is that they're just not paying attention to where they went in, to the angle or the direction that they're skiing down, or they aren't paying attention to where the bailout is. A lot of resort skiers will drop off into the woods, following other people's tracks, thinking they're knowing where they're going, and sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But usually if they're going out too far, tracks they're following, the people have skins to get back out. And if you don't go. That's about all I have for tips and etiquette on resort and uphill backcountry skiing. Get out there, have fun, make some good tracks. Pay attention to where you are so you know which way to go to get back.
Serious, you know, uphill travel has exploded. So if you're going to do it here at the resort, don't forget, folks, you're going to need your uphill travel pass. So make sure you pick one of those up. And of course, Mike and Diane Miller down at Base Camp Outfitters, that is the heart and soul of uphill travel here, I think, in Killington. Stop down, check them out. They've got everything you need to have a great day on the hill.
Coming up next on Explore Killington, we're going to catch up with Radio Ron over on Superstar. And we're also going to give you a chance to learn about winning a Carver bike from Outside Television. So make sure you stay tuned for more coming your way.
Teddy's ready.
Brr. Can I order my pizza yet? I've been in there for 14 days.
Hi, I'm Dominic and welcome to Dominic's Pizzeria. We've made some changes this year, but some things are still the same. We continue to serve the best pizza in the region with unbeatable service. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, our table, or yours, you'll be glad you chose Dominic's Pizzeria.
For the past 32 years, Base Camp Outfitters has been recognized as the only place to shop for a true alpine touring and telemark equipment in Killington. Because of our 32 years of experience with uphill and telemark skiing, we can help you filter through the maze of product being offered. And we don't just offer boots and binding. It's about everything you will need for your mountain adventure. Packs, ski and boot crampons, and the best selection of skins available. So don't just buy anything. Come to Base Camp and get what is perfect for your needs.
At Northern Ski Works, we want you to have tons of fun on the snow. We'll get you on the right ski. We'll put you in the right boot. We'll get you outfitted in comfort and style. We'll get you adjusted and balanced. We'll get you finely tuned. We'll get you accessorized, and we'll outfit the kids, recognized by Ski Magazine as one of the top 15 boot fitters in America. We've got all the gear in here, so you'll have fun out there on the slopes. Northern Ski Works, conveniently located in Killington, Vermont.
Work hard, play hard, refuel at Liquid Art Coffee House and Eatery. We know you are staying home and staying safe right now, but we'll all be together again soon. In the meantime, we invite you to order online for curbside pickup or visit our takeout window. You can still enjoy delicious specialty coffee, creative cocktails, and fresh, healthy fare. Our unique atmosphere is even cleaned with NASA-certified air purification, so why not make a reservation for a masked-up, socially distanced lunch or dinner? Things are a bit different, but we still welcome you at Liquid Art in Killington.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Explore Killington. You know, over Sarah and my shoulder is Superstar. And if you were wondering about the commitment that Killington might or not make this season to snowmaking, well, they are totally committed 100%. Sarah, the guns are blazing on Superstar. The glacier is probably only 15 feet right now, but I know it's going to keep going and going and going. Spring skiing right here at the Beast.
And speaking of spring skiing, we are going to catch up with Radio Ron on Superstar, where he does it up one time.
One time!
Killington is the last hurrah for me after the season closes. Actually coming from Mid Ohio, that's the home base. I always ask the little ones, you know, that's what I work on when I go skiing. That's the whole intention of the whole weekend, is finding out why everybody keeps calling me Radio Ron, you know. You don't get to pick your own nicknames. I'd rather have a nickname like the Hammer or Mogul Mike, but like I said, your friends pick your nicknames, you know, you don't get the choice of doing that. Pretty much get pumped up before I even show up, pulling in the parking lot, just from the camaraderie and all the people on the hill and having some fun with it. Sometimes I'll go with the, I got a catchphrase, I guess you could say, do it up one time.
Do it up one time. Do it up one time. Woo! Yeah, do it up. Oh, let us get over here.
Do it up one time actually means do your best, give it 100%, and do it to the best of your ability. You know, when you're really in the zone, it's almost like you've become one with the mountain, and you're just doing what you love to do. You've worked at it, you've trained for it, you've trained for that, and everything seems to be paying off, and it's just, no distractions at that point. You know, it works, so yeah, it works for me. It's a beautiful thing. Actually, my favorite memory was skiing today. Today was the best day I've ever had on skiing, because I had my skis on today. Regardless, I could have been home sitting on the couch. I wouldn't have had my skis on. So that every day I roll out, it's the best day I've had. It's my best ski day in my lifetime, because I've had the luxury of doing that. I have my nieces and nephews at home. I feel like when I'm skiing and the families allow me to spend time with the kids, I just feel like Uncle Ron. Uncle Ron to all the kids. I could pull a lounge chair out and sit there and just high five, and it'd be a great thing, I would get as much satisfaction doing that as I do skiing. Best skier on the mountains right here. Yeah.
Sarah, if that's spring skiing, can mountain biking be far behind?
It's definitely not far behind, and coming up next, we are going to show you how you can win a Carver mountain bike through Outside Television. Let's check it out.
Well, we kind of always shoot for the niche. So when fat bikes were kind of a new thing, that was kind of what we focused on. And then, the plus bikes, the 3-inch tires came along, and, we kind of jumped on that wagon. And then, lately we've been doing gravel bikes as well. So we always kind of do the weird subversive stuff rather than the mainstream. But one thing that we focus on is trying to have a variety of different parts available, so we can build kind of, to the customer's specifications rather than just, here's our bike, take it or leave it. So this is the Beast. This is really kind of our, go-to. It'll fit 29 plus tires as well. It fits the 4-inch tires, so it's pretty versatile. People use it for racing, riding, backpacking, snow, sand, mountain biking, you name it. And we have all sorts of different parts available, so we build them right to order. You can select any individual part that you want based on what you like, what you need. We've actually offered this frame for 8 years now, believe it or not. And we've made virtually no changes to it. It's still our most popular model. Titanium, is our material of choice, mainly because, A, it's light, but most importantly, it's really comfortable. It's a really compliant metal, so it feels a little bit like you're on suspension, even though you're not. So there's no maintenance involved with, shocks and that kind of thing, but it's still a really nice soft ride. And of course, it lasts for a very long time as well, and it's beautiful. Another thing that's cool about it is it has the sliding dropouts here, so you're able to adjust what axle type you're using, how long the chainstays are, etc. And as the standards change over time, a lot of times you can change out just the inserts, which allows you to run, the new axle spacing and standards, etc.
Very cool. Win a Carver mountain bike through Outside Television. Not only can you win that, go to KillingtonTV.com. We're doing a watch and win right now. The trivia question today, what is the lower pitch on Superstar called? Right there, folks. You can win a $4,000 mountain bike here by Helly Hansen, Outdoor Research, and so much more. KillingtonTV.com. Send your answer in.
Tons of stuff. Hey, we've got some commercials to do, but stay tuned. There's a lot more Explore Killington coming your way, including From the Vault. We're going to check out Mr. Karl Acker. Also, we're going to team up with Red Bull TV. It's the Lord of the Board. You don't want to miss it. Don't touch that dial. Back after this.
Sal here from Mogul Sports Pub. You know, the only sports pub in Killington. Mogul's offers free mini golf, air conditioning, 2 pool tables, dartboard, and TVs everywhere. Plus the best game room around. And if you're hungry, we offer wood-fired burgers, steaks, gyros, barbecue ribs, and of course, the best lobster deal in town. So just pop in at Mogul's and say, Sal sent me. See you there.
Vermont is stepping into a beautiful postcard. A really great day on that groomed corduroy surface. It is pretty special.
Natural selection is anything but random. Those with the biggest thirst for life thrive at the Beast.
Looking for a spot the whole family can unwind, kick back, and relax? The Night Spot in Killington now offers a full arcade, live entertainment featuring local musicians, fireplaces for warming up after hitting the slopes, and of course, wood-fired pizza. The Night Spot can accommodate large groups, is family-friendly, and the perfect après spot for you and your friends. Stop in, warm up, snag a slice, and share your mountain stories. Visit the Night Spot for happy hour, dinner, drinks, live music, good vibes, and outrageously good pizza.
I'm Heidi Bomagen.
And I'm Caitlin Hummel.
Together we own Prestige Real Estate, a business focused exclusively on selling Killington real estate.
We believe our narrow focus enables us to offer you the best experience possible.
So put us to the test. We'll answer your calls promptly.
Know the answer to your questions or get you the answer quickly.
And listen to what you say and guide you in the right direction.
Buying or selling real estate can be complicated and overwhelming.
We promise to make the process as easy, efficient, and as fun as possible. Call us.
What's up next?
Up next, we're going to team up with Red Bull TV. We're going to do everything boarding. We call it Lord of the Board. Check it out. Up next, we're going to check out From the Vault. This week, we feature Karl Acker. Karl's parents were some of the first ski instructors over there at Pico. Karl's got some great stories to tell. Karl, take it away.
My name is Karl Acker. I grew up, born native in the town of Killington here when it was Sherburne, and I'm the oldest skiing native still on the mountain. My first time skiing was on Little Pico, A slope, B slope, as far as I could get up the T-bar, because it was rather precarious trying to get up the top part. But let's say I was 2 years old at the time, and of course they were pretty little, and back then they didn't have children's skis. So my father would take adult wooden skis and cut the tips off and put some bindings on, put some leather boots, and off I'd go. I was pretty young when, my parents were running the mountain. I'd come home from school every day and put on my skis and ski until the lift stopped, and then a bunch of us that were young racers, we'd hike up on B slope and go in the woods and cut sticks out of the woods and set up gates and run there till it was dark, and then go home and come back and do it the next day. But of course I lived right there, so I could do it anytime I wanted to. My front yard was Little Pico when I grew up as a child. Literally. Growing up as an only child, I had pretty much free run of the mountain, and other people would call me spoiled and so on, which probably I was rightfully deserved. But one summer, my dad taught me how to run the machinery, run the tractors and the Jeeps and everything when I was really young. So one Sunday after we got back from church, I decided I was going to go take the tractor that they use for grooming the trails, which was pretty basic back then, and ride up Gnome's Knoll, which is a ski area off to the west here. And so on the way back down, I decided I'm just gonna slip it into neutral, and see what happens. It was pretty flat, so non-synchro mesh gearing. So I slipped it into neutral, and I'm putting along, and all of a sudden it comes over the last breakover, and I can't get it back into gear. And pulling back on the two steering levers as brakes, that didn't work either. So now I'm picking up speed, and end up riding the tractor directly into one of the tubular steel towers and completely demolishing it. Not getting thrown off head first into the tower. How I survived that, I have no idea. But totaled the tractor. I had to go back to the house and tell my mom, and she never said anything, and I'm sure it was a big financial blow for her at that time, because she was, by herself at that point. And of course, the workers that were here, I never heard the end of it, Hey, did you break anything today? No, not yet. My father, what he did here with the mountain and with the ski school, and his involvement with Andrea Mead and her tremendous success in the Olympics, and it kind of paved the way. I mean, my father was very instrumental in developing racing here at Pico and in the central Vermont area, and a lot of his military friends from the 10th Mountain Division were from here. They came back and settled here. Some of them taught in the ski school. And so those early childhood days of, the early days of skiing here, I think, back with wooden skis and putting leather straps around your boots, and, a lot of that stuff that people don't really know about. Those are my best memories. Moving into my senior years here, I still love to ski, and I ski all the time. And I'm just so pleased to see the legacy of my family still lives here at Pico, and the names of the trails and their dreams to see the mountain completed to the summit, and just the whole experience. The legacy lives on, and I'm confident that it will continue to. And I love talking to people about it, and I've spoke at functions occasionally, and I enjoy being part of the history of it, and still here to share it.
Boy, I just don't think you could beat the New England charm of Pico Mountain. If you haven't had a chance to get to Pico, I encourage you to do so. Now, if you're here on a weekend or a holiday, don't forget you got to make a parking reservation. The easiest way to do that, simply download the Killington app. It'll get you right in.
And remember, remember, if you are visiting Pico or Killington, make sure to always wear your mask, especially in every single lift line, parking lot. Whenever you're really around one, we want to make sure we keep everybody safe, the mountain open and operating for the rest of the season. Always slay it, don't spray it.
You got that right, girl. Hey, well, that's going to wrap our show for this week, but we want you to watch Killington Today. Why? Because it's on every morning, and it's live on weekends and holidays, too. It stars Bettina. She's got all the updated information, trail conditions, weather, all the great stuff you need to know while you're having fun with us here at Killington and Pico. Check it out. That's Killington Today.
And if you missed something on the show today, you want to catch it again, you can catch us at KillingtonTV.com. We are also on all the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So like us, love us, share us. Thank you so much, folks. That's all for today. Until next time, stay classy, Killington. Wear your mask and stay safe.